Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Auburn's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Grabs it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Eaton. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. That's caught. It's Richardson. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's McCord.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made a defender miss. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Eaton. He'll get rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. Touchdown, Arizona. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to...
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium
so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Finds his man. It's Richardson. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came to the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team at the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play sport.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Eaton. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Richardson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. Got room at the 35. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got it out. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback on the keeper. Trying to take it back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. And they will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Eaton. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's loose. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, You know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's McCord. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They're going to run it to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're going to run it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And into the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
A long way to go for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Eaton. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Arizona runs out the punt team. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Wildcats are on the move. Dropping back, it's Eaton. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona going back to work with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sideline, it's Richardson. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCord. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to take off. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Fires on the move. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Eaton. Finds his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pressure coming.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the the 19 before being hauled down. Gives it on the option. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires into the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet cut there. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything. The Flames.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TK.
Pulls it in on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It'll be third and long. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Finds the tight end. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Punt is on its way. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Makes it past the marker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. So close to cashing it in for this offense. It's complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to pass on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he puts through the extra point.
Arizona, 21.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona has... the offense coming out to bear down. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got it in the middle. It's McCord. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Auburn!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
70, Arizona, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Eaton. The sure hands. It's Richardson. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCord. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's second and long. Going downfield for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Eaton. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Richardson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Arizona runs out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Makes a move. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Anderson will throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. shape to get back on the right track and get another W. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed in the middle. It's Phelps. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things. Turning it on! The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man. It's Shelton. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Arizona runs out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed that I'm going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Caught close to the marker, it's Thompson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Gets rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Anderson will throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Makes the grab. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Got a little space. Hits the afterburner. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. Anderson wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Phelps. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Across the 45. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.